What is that? Kawa asked Masuyo. Masuyo squatted in front of several items they'd stumbled upon while walking through the forest. Turning his head, Masuyo said, "It looks like trash from someone eating food." He stood up. "Someone must have been eating here." Ayaka moved closer to see the items on the ground. There were various snack bags scattered, the type seen in 24-hour convenience stores. Seeing the trash, Ayaka felt a growing dread inside of her. "It's probably some homeless person." Kawa frowned, the idea not being a pleasant one for her. Those people are all over the place, never taking showers. She shuddered, moving away from the trash as though it would somehow infect her. "A homeless person out here?" Mizuki asked in confusion. Ayaka nodded her head at her friend's doubtful question. "I agree. Homeless people would normally be in cities, not out here in the mountains, so far away from everything." Baring her teeth, Kawa asked, "What do you know? Are you some kind of homeless person expert? You're just some ignorant high school girl." She flipped back her hair, rolling her eyes. "You know already what happened in the large cities, like the capital. Anyone in those places is likely eaten or turned. So how could a homeless person show up here?" Ayaka raised both hands. Kawa ground her teeth in frustration. She snapped her head towards Masuyo. "You tell them how stupid they are." Her fists clenched on either side of her as she stomped the ground. Due to the two groups fighting, Masuyo was currently facing the other direction, as though hoping he wouldn't get dragged into their fight. The moment Kawa yelled at him, he jumped. He turned and said, "I mean, it's possible, right?" He smiled awkwardly while rubbing the back of his head. "Idiot," Ayaka thought to herself. It might have been better if Mizuki and I had gone off on our own. At this point, with how loud this woman is being, I wouldn't be surprised if we got swarmed with those things. She glanced at her friend, the thought sounding better with each passing second. But what happens if those aren't from homeless people? Instead, from people who escaped? Like us? Mizuki asked Masuyo. Kawa laughed at the comment. "Are you joking? If these aren't from homeless people, but instead from people who escaped later, then would it mean that there are people in this force aside from us?" She sneered. But as soon as the words left her mouth, slowly the realization dawned on her. I think she finally realized what Mizuki and I are worried about. Ayaka couldn't believe how slow the woman was. If it was homeless people from before that night, would we even care? Though not wanting to start another fight, she kept such thoughts to herself. Running towards Masuyo, Kawa hid behind the boy while pressing her body against him. Seeing how the woman behaved, Ayaka felt disgusted. Even though they hadn't eaten for a while, the older woman they picked up still had a figure that many men would be interested in. "What are we going to do?" Kawa pleaded to the boy. "How do we know that this trash doesn't belong to someone with evil intentions?" Having the woman pressed up against him, Masuyo was slightly dazed as though enjoying the sensation of Kawa's voluptuous body. He then remembered that Ayaka and Mizuki were with them, and soon regained his mental faculties. "It's okay, Kawa. If there's anyone out there, I'll be able to fight them off." I mean, I've been scouted by universities to join their wobble team. He puffed out his chest with confidence. Ayaka wondered how the school that Masao came from could generate such an idiot. Her school's team won the match against a team that Masao was in, meaning that he couldn't be that great. She also knew that Star and Moon invested lots of monies to universities around the world, meaning the school that tried to recruit him was likely just hoping for more funding money.